Hey, what's up YouTube? It's abluegolfball here today with another Pokemon TCG online video, and today I have for you guys a Gengar deck. This is a deck that a lot of you guys have been requesting, and certainly a very interesting card, fun card to build around. It is Stage 2 Pokemon have always been a little bit more clunky than the usual. Now, even though there's a lot of suitable partners for Gengar, I've heard things like adding Archie's Greninja and Gengar. I've heard things like using Gengar with, I don't know, Gengar EX, right? Or using Gengar with Crobat and, the Bat line. I've heard things of Gengar teaming up with even, I don't know, Zoroark or other Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, totally cool with that. I think there's a lot of different partners you can team up with Gengar to put up 3 damage and set up for a creep show. So, Gengar here is the 130 HP Psychic-type Pokemon. It's got the first attack, Sinister Fog. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. Put 1 damage counter on each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Creep Show, on the other hand, if your opponent's active Pokemon has 3 or more damage counters on it, that Pokemon is knocked out by using this attack. The nice thing about Gengar, even though it's a Stage 2, it's got free retreat, so that's kind of nice. It is weak to darkness, so that's something to look out for, but we do have fighting resistance, which is rather nice. And hiding in people's shadows at night. It absorbs their heat. The chill it causes makes the victims shake. Oh, wow, that's interesting. So Gengar's going to be followed by a Haunter here. This other gas Pokemon amazingly stands at 5'3". It doesn't really weigh much at all. When you play this Pokemon from your hand, evolve one of your Pokemon, you may leave both active Pokemon confused. And so that's going to be something we're going to try to exploit. We have the Ghastly here. Sleep, Poison, flip a coin if heads. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now sleep and poisoned. I am going to team up with Gengar is a 4-3 line of Noivern here with Echolocation. If any damage done to this Pokemon by attacks, flip a coin of heads to prevent that damage, and this is going to come in handy. This is key, guys. Of course, we all hate this Echolocation. It's already annoying enough. However, we're going to try to abuse it some more. Boom Burst. This attack does 30 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon, assuming they don't have Mr. Mime in play to protect the bench with Bench Barrier. We can hit 30 across the board, and any Pokemon they bring up, unless it's a fresh Pokemon, will be kind of in the danger zone for Creep Show. And so that's going to be the combination we're going to try to pull off. Again, we're running a 4-3-3 line with 1 rare candy for these guys, and then we're running a 4-3 line for Noivern. Of course, you can probably reduce this to 3-3 with the Noibats, and then maybe run another Shaman. I'm only running 1 Shaman because of Shaman's susceptibility of getting knocked out easily and giving up 2 prizes. I try to stay away from playing EXs altogether, and Shaman's is no exception. Again, we could go with just a 3-3-3 line of this Ghostly lineup here. Instead of playing 4 Ghastlies, you could go down to 3, and that way you can probably play another Ultra Ball, maybe play another Level Ball, or even play another Supporter. A supporter I would mention that's not included in this deck is Wally. I just didn't see playing Wally to be that useful because I opted to play Bridget over Wally in preference to set up my bench faster than kind of evolve my Pokemon faster. So, again, you could probably make the argument to remove one of the Ghastlies here and put in a Wally. That could work as well. So, onto the item cards and whatnot. We have Battle Compressor here. This is always pretty useful to just discard and thin out your deck in case you don't want to see certain things. And if you have VS Seeker, you can discard a Supporter and use VS Seeker to get the Supporter you want. So, Escape Rope, one of these in case if you want to bring something else out off the bench or you want to switch out. Things like that works really well. Rare Candy, as I mentioned before, for the Stage 2 Gengar line. 1 Super Rod here. Probably could play some more, but can get back both Pokemon and Basic and any combination of 3. We have the switch here once again because Noivern is a 1 retreat cost. We don't want to keep paying for that, but paying for that isn't too bad either. I mean, it's only 1 retreat compared to like 2 or 3. Ultra Ball, 3 of these, as well as 3 VS Seekers. And then we have for the support line, we've got AZ here. Could work very well for the Haunter here in Gothic Fear. And of course, it's going to be working here pretty well for setup, and could be an additional way to remove damage counters off the board, and also kind of a pseudo way to switch out as well. Alright, we have here Bridget. I already mentioned that. Opted to play Bridget over Wally to bring 3 of our basic Pokemon onto the bench. Set up the bench first instead of, set up our evolution line. And then Hex Maniac, I don't exactly know how handy this is going to be. Of course, this will negate our very own echolocation. That's something to be aware of. And so I really only play Hex Maniac if I absolutely need to. In case if I play, let's say here, double Dragon Energy onto our Noivern, and there's an Aegislash on the bench. I'd like to get that 30 damage on that Aegislash. Otherwise, it'd be very difficult to get 30 damage onto, to get Creepshow going. So you really only want to play Hex Maniac for those kind of awkward scenarios like that. Otherwise, you kind of don't want to do that because you will negate your own echolocation. We have one Judge here. Of course, I could probably play some more copies of these, but Judge is always a pretty handy card to play. 2 Lysanders, since you're going to be putting 30 damage on the field on the Pokemon on the bench. You want to drag out some of those big EXs out and take them out to get 2 prizes with Creepshow. 1 Professor Birch's Observation because I hate flipping tails. That's enough said. Alright, Professor Sycamore here, as well as Shauna, and then a Skyla. Now, the Skyla can be pretty useful for grabbing the rare candy or grabbing the Super Rod and things like that. And then we have 1 Teammates here, since we do play a lot of non-EXs here. Easily, our Pokemon can easily get knocked out. Teammates can come pretty handy here to get 2 cards that we need at a particular moment in time. Dimension Valley, 3 of these, could play 4 copies of these as well. So here's the trick. We're going to be playing Sparkling Robe. Now imagine this. If we can use Haunter, use Gothic Fear, and then confuse our opponent's active Pokemon, and Noivern here with Echolocation, if we have Noivern in the active spot with Sparkling Robe, our Noivern's going to be unaffected by Gothic Fear, and that means our opponent needs to flip heads for the confusion. We need to flip tails for the Echolocation. Gives us a huge probability to try to evade attacks and try to, buy ourselves more turns. I think this is going to be pretty fun to watch. Maybe, I don't know, we'll find out. We have 4 of these double Dragon Energies. It could cut short by playing only 3 perhaps, and then 1 singular Darkness Energy in case we need to use Boom Burst here. We can play, Psychic, Darkness, and Psychic here. You never know, that could come in handy. And then 7 Psychic Energies. Pretty energy efficient since we depend on Dimension Valley. So only 7 Psychic Energies probably does the trick to do Creepshow. Maybe, just maybe, depending on probability. And, could play more Psychic Energies, but we're going to keep it at that. So that's it for the deck analysis. Alright, let's go ahead and see this deck in action on Pokemon TCG Online. Alright, and we'll be playing against Caesar of anyways, gotta wait and see. Whoa, okay, yeah, look at that. We see Mewtwo coins and stuff like that. Let's go for tails, and no, it was heads. Why? I should have just chosen heads. I always choose heads. I'm just kidding, I don't always choose heads, but the result was heads, and we chose tails. And let's go up we mulligan. We do see that, the Mega Mewtwo Y coin, as well as the Mega Mewtwo Y sleeves. We see Mega Mewtwo Spirit Link. We see a couple different things there. We did see a Pokemon Center Lady, so that might come out into play, especially with, using the special condition, confusion and stuff like that. But we start off the Ghastly. My opponent has a Lugia. We will be going second, so the Lugia won't be able to attack first. And we see just a basic Psychic Energy get played right here. I'm going to go ahead and play the Bridget and fill up our bench right now. We're going to go with, let's go with 2 Ghastlies and 1 Noibat. This way, if that first Ghastly gets knocked out, we still have 2 Ghastlies that we can perhaps use Haunter for the ability. Now, the next question is, do we want to play this basic energy onto our Ghastly here and then use Sleep Poison? Do I feel gutsy? Do I feel risky? That's the question, because I did fail to win the coin toss here. We do have our Haunter in a hand for the next turn in case we could play that basic energy onto the Ghastly on the bench, and then that way power him up. You know what? I'm feeling pretty gutsy. I think we're just going to go for it. And then I'm going to go for the Sleep Poison. And yes, it was heads. Thank goodness it was heads. We poison and put him to sleep. Takes 10. And he even flips tails. Ooh, luck is on our side. That poor Lugia EX. Oh my goodness. And the next time we will be able to do the Gothic Fear and put some confusion onto this Lugia here. We even see my opponent play the Dimension Valley there as well. So Mr. Caesar, or Czar, not Caesar, what am I saying? Well, Caesar, if you want to pronounce it that way, just plays down the energy and gets another, 20 damage from the poison. Flips heads, does wake up this time around. I'm going to go for the Haunter and, yes, put the confusion onto this Lugia. Oh, man, is luck going to be on our side? The thing is, with 3 total energies right now, Hero Ball will hit us for only, I believe, 60. He'll have to play another energy down to hit us for a lot more and knock us out in one shot. But I am feeling pretty lucky here with, you know, my opponent flipping tails and doing 30 damage to himself. I think that could definitely happen. That's kind of risky right now. We're not really drawing anything here. I'm pretty much banking on this right now. Wow, a DCE gets played right now, and that's about it. Okay, so, oh wow, oh my goodness, he flipped tails on the confusion and concedes the match. Ludicrous, just ludicrous. Look at this. Oh, ridiculous. Oh my goodness. And yeah, that was way too funny. Oh wow. I mean, he really only flipped 2 tails though. Think about that. We got pretty lucky on our own head flips. We got 2 head flips right there. No MVPs for us though. Did he actually deal 30 damage to us? He didn't, right? Why does it say that he dealt 30 damage to us? Wait. Did he do it? Did he deal 30 damage? He dealt 30 damage to himself. I mean, I'm pretty confused. Is that right, guys? I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Let's go ahead and we'll play another match here on Pokemon TCG Online. All right, and we're gonna be playing against something here. This person. Yeah. Anyways, gotta wait and see what my opponent's gonna be calling for the coin toss. Ooh, we see a Mega Charizard coin. That's pretty fun, huh? So Manu Drob. I don't know. My apologies. Yeah, let's go first. Okay. Gotta wait and see. Do we get... Oh, no. We end up mulling again. Oh, shucks. My opponent actually mulls again, too. Ooh. This is some kind of milling deck, I think. We saw trick shovels and whatnot. We even saw the head ringer. We don't play any X's, though. That's good news. Besides Shaman. So let's start off with our Haunter here. We do have the Noibat, or not Haunter, Ghastly. We have a Noibat and another Ghastly. We do have a Haunter in our hand. There's an AZ there, not too helpful right now. Since my opponent mulled again, and we mulled again, that would negate both of us from drawing an extra card. And all we need to do now is see the top deck, and our top deck is a Shaman. Nice. Okay, good stuff. So it is a milling deck. We see a Houndoom there, probably going to be doing Melting Horn left and right. So let's go over the Shaman here, drawing 3 extra cards. We get another Ghastly right here, and then also the Shauna. I'm going to play the Shauna. I don't really mind shuffling the Haunter back into our deck. Another Haunter comes out into play anyways. We're going to end the turn here. We have a Judge for the next turn as well as a Lysander, so this is looking really good. What we're going to do is play the Haunter, confuse this Houndoom, and Rare Candy, Gengar, and then play the Judge and see if we can do a Sinister Fog. Or, yeah, probably just Sinister Fog. I mean, that's really all we can do. So Houndoom's going to go for a Melting Horn. We see the Fire Energy drop right there. We even see the Trainer's Mail, probably going to search for Trick Shovel or Battle Compressor. Maybe he needs to thin out his deck for something. I don't know. But Ultra Ball right now. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's Ultra Ball. It's kind of nice for my opponent. He probably wants to set up a Bumblebee, perhaps. Maybe he wants to set up something else. I don't know. But, oh my goodness. A double Dragon Energy. We ain't ever going to get that back. That is kind of sad. Here's our Haunter. Let's go and confuse both the Ghastly and that Houndoom EX over there. But we lost that Darkness Energy. That's a bit disappointing. At the same time, that's not too bad either. I'm going to go for the Judge right now. I don't want to play another Ghastly on the bench. That'd be too many Ghastlies. But, wow, we miss on the energy drop. Are you kidding me? That is just despicable. We do get another Noibat there, but we're down to 2 cards, and that's it. We have no other draw support. We can retreat for free, but why would we want to do that? End up just ending and passing the turn. Oh my goodness. Can we pull this off? What if we get, can we get a Psychic Energy? Headringer, that's, you know, kind of useless for us. We will never attack with the Shaman EX. Well, never say never. You never know when, oh, I just said never. But you never know. And when, you know, a Sky Return could be pretty helpful. As of right now, we are in top deck mode, waiting to see if we can get another Psychic Energy. And if this guy can flip tails off of using Melting Horn, hits for 30 damage to himself, and then we can use Creep Show, knock it out in one shot. That would be a wonderful, wonderful scenario for us. Otherwise, Yeah, this is not looking too good. Here's a trick shovel. Wow. These trick shovels are pretty tricky. And so he's gonna look at the top 2 cards of my deck, I think, or just the top card. I don't remember. Either way, it's gonna discard a VS Seeker. Oh man, that could have got us to Shauna. Here's another trick shovel. Oh, are you kidding me? Man. Oh my goodness, 2 VS Seekers. Oh wow, that is more than annoying. That is, I don't know what's more than annoying. What's another word for really annoying? But anyways, he does flip tail. So okay, can we get? Oh, we got an AZ. Do I want to thin out my hand some more? We do get rid of the head ringer, so I could play the Haunter, but you know what? I'm gonna hang on to that. You never know when that Haunter can come in handy for later on. Are you kidding me? No energies whatsoever. Ugh, this is so disgusting. I'm gonna choke myself. I didn't choke. I coughed. Excuse me for coughing into the mic, but I can't help it. I'm still a little sick. Man, I'm telling you, this. I don't know if I'm sick or this cold just won't leave me alone. I mean, I'm actually doing pretty good. I'm not doing too bad. I haven't been coughing as much. And wow, look at that. We have been drawing dead on energies. Look at, we finally get an energy, but my opponent keeps flipping tails. So we can actually creep show right now and knocking him out, or could spread the damage around. I'm feeling pretty lucky right now. I could just keep spreading the damage around. That sounds kind of fun to me. Isn't that fun to you? Sinister Fog it is. Again, I could have knocked him out, but yeah, I don't know. Why the heck not, right? Spread the damage around. It's gonna be a little bit slow. I have to do that for 3 turns. Sinister Fog for 3 turns, and then I can knock out that Houndoom. That Houndoom does not have a tool card on him, so you can easily get a Full Stone and retreat. Oh my goodness! Crushing Hammer. Oh, tails. Thank goodness. Crushing Hammer. Oh my goodness. Oh, tails. Thank goodness. Okay. I'm yelling into the mic at this point because it's just way too intense. Oh no, Abysmal Hand. Abyssal Hand. It's not abysmal, like, that sucks. Oh my goodness, another trick shovel. This deck is just ridiculous. I hate these milling decks. What a pain. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's just a Noibat. Not much to worry about here. But you know, at this rate, I mean, we're at 29 cards. My opponent's at 32. We're not at a terrible disadvantage at this point, but certainly, ooh, a VS Seeker could probably go for a Sycamore. Oh, that's interesting. Is he gonna play it though? That's the question. Here's another Houndoom right now. Is he gonna play that Sycamore? And he does. He digs through his deck quite a bit. And yeah, you know what? I'm regretting it now. I probably should have just done the creep show and knocked out that Houndoom. Now I'll have to deal with this Houndoom that could potentially retreat or get a Full Stone or get a switch. Here's an Assault Vest. Oh no. There goes our double Dragon Energy that we have to deal with. And he does flip heads, so he's going to discard 2 cards. We see a Gengar in the discard pile as well as, what is that, an Ultra Ball, I think? Oh, an Ultra Ball. Shucks. Alright, so let's go for the Skylight. I don't want to play the Battle Compressor. I don't think that's the best thing to play. We could go. I'm gonna go for the Shauna at this point. I want to get a new hand. Question is, do I want to do Creep Show or Sinister Fog? I could just knock out the Houndoom, but you know what? I'm gonna do the Sinister Fog. All right. So maybe that probably wasn't the best decision, but even if I did knock him out, he would have just brought out that other Houndoom, and he would have kept doing Melting Horn. I'd rather keep this Houndoom right here that is confused to do Melting Horn. Gives us a chance to flip tails, for him to flip tails and keep hurting himself that way, rather than knocking him out and allowing him to bring out the other Houndoom that's not confused. So look at that, 4 Crushing Hammers already in there, and oh my goodness, he goes for the Sycamore. He does discard another VS Seeker right there, and but gets a fresh hand size of 7 cards. And here's the oh shucks, he gets a Full Stone. Oh, another Full Stone. Oh my goodness, Full Stone galore. He's gonna retreat into the Assault Vest Houndoom right here. This deck actually works out pretty well. I kind of like it. As much as I hate it for discarding so many of my cards. Oh, man. I'm going to have to build a Houndoom deck now. I'm some kind of milling Houndoom deck. That would be hilarious. But we do see here another Trainer's Mail. We see the Escape Rope. And, yeah, I mean, if he goes for the Escape Rope, we could bring out our Haunter. Yeah, and hope to evolve into another Gengar, get another energy drop that way. Oh man, he gets energies. Oh, he's got 4 energies to our single energy on our side of the field here. Melting Horn does succeed. We see another Ultra Ball and oh my goodness, we even see the Professor Sycamore get discarded. So we're gonna play the Shauna, shuffle back 3 cards, draw 4 cards. We do get the Psychic Energy here, that's kind of nice. But we do get the double Dragon Energy. I'm gonna play that first. Okay, I'll do it because he does have an Enhance Hammer. So let's go for the Creep Show. Coming into our turn, he should be at 30 damage, and we should be able to knock out this Mega Houndoom unless he retreats, and then we're gonna have to deal with a Bumblebee or something like that. But by then, we may be able to retreat into the Noivern and hit for 30 damage across the board. Here is the Escape Rope. So we're gonna play the Haunter here and kind of sacrifice him. If the Haunter survives, I don't see my opponent attacking it really unless he plays, I don't know, another energy down onto the Houndoom and hits us for 50. But yeah, whatever. Oh, he uses Lysander, brings out the Shaman. How inconvenient. I believe we should still have a switch. We can play the Via Seeker for the Skylight, get the switch. Unless, of course, he discards it using that Burrow there. Oh, that would suck. We already used our Escape Rope, so the last thing we have right now is the switch, right? There's no switch in there. And he burrows it. Lysander. Oh, gosh. What else? Oh, please don't be the switch. Don't be the switch. Don't be the switch. It's the switch! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. You know what? This stinking Bumblebee. You discarded my only switch. You stinking bunny rabbit. I'm gonna Creep Show you. What a waste. Should have Creep Showed that on that on the Houndoom. We get a Bridget. Oh my, I don't need a Bridget now. This is like what, turn 38? I don't know how many turns it's been, but I don't need the Bridget this deep in the game. And here's another Bumblebee we gotta deal with, and it's a fresh one. We do have Via Seeker, which can drag out the Houndoom, but at this point, I might just retreat into the Noivern and go for the Boom Burst. And here's another. Oh my goodness, these Lysanders. My opponent's actually down to 10 cards while we're down to 17. So at this rate, he could easily catch up to us, though. I mean, we can easily catch up to him because he keeps burrowing away. Oh my goodness, these Ultra Balls. We get another Dimension Valley, but let's go for the retreat. I have to use our Gengar. Man, I have to pay the energies right here. That sucks. Let's go for the poison damage. It's going to take us 2 turns to knock out this Bumblebee, but we will be able to spread the damage around. Coming into our turn, the Bumblebee will be at 20 damage. We won't even be able to use Creep Show on this stupid rabbit. Man. Oh my goodness. Stinking bunny rabbit. This thing, oh man. I'm going to go to the store, buy a Bumblebee toy, and shred it. I'm just kidding. That's kind of violent. I did not say that. All right, kids under the age of 12 or under the age of 18, please excuse the violent imagery you probably just imagined. Okay, so we see another burrow here. Hopefully it's a Haunter. I needed that Haunter. Could have used it. Could have used it for the confusion. Oh, okay, Bridget. I'm totally okay with the Bridget here. You know, we are going to Boom Burst and kind of secure our Creep Show right now. Let's go for the Boom Burst. We've lost a lot of energies already. But the Creep Show, but the Boom Burst does not work on that Houndoom. It doesn't matter though. The Houndoom already has 30 damage over there. Ooh, do get a Haunter here. That's great news. We're going to have to pay the retreat cost on our Noivern to bring in a Gengar, which is a little bit tragic. He does promote the Houndoom, I believe, with the Assault Vest, and so that one's going to survive. Oh my goodness, he plays. Discards the Double Dragon Energy. Are you kidding me? All right, fine. Well, one more Boom Burst that would knock out the Houndoom on the bench. Oh my goodness, he discards our Double Dragon Energy. All our Double Dragon Energies are discarded. Are you kidding me? And oh my gosh, and the Darkness Energies discarded. You are going to get a Creep Show right now. You, Houndoom. Creep Show in your face. Oh man. Oh my goodness, I get Hex Maniac and Sparkling Robe. I can't even fathom how useless these cards are to me right now. Why couldn't these cards get discarded? But instead they were in my prizes. Whatever. We're gonna win this game. I am so sold on trying to win this game. He discards another Psychic Energy. I need those. Alright, Creep Show. We are just gonna creep show and win this right here. Oh, this deck, this milling deck, ugh, it makes me boil. Even though we won, I'm gonna set this straight. Even though we won, whew, do I dislike milling decks? But hey, I'll take the victory. And apparently he did 60 total damage. You know, I think that's probably some kind of I think it's some kind of glitch, because I'm pretty sure he didn't attack any of my Pokemon, and we never took any damage at all. Yeah. But anyways, alright, well that's it for the deck, and that's it for this video. And so yeah, if you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up. It was a hilarious match. It was a lot of fun match, pretty fun. So Manu Drop, definitely interesting deck. I do like that milling deck. He seemed to put a lot of thought into it, and we put up a really good match. Had a really good outcome here that we won. So that's it. You guys take care. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.